Hi, Blake with BlvdHome. Today is kind of a review day. You know, we haven't touched this in a while, but today we're going to talk about this LG All-in-One system. So if you've watched my other videos, we do have a video on the teardown of this unit when it was brand new going into somebody's home. We did a 6-month review, and now we're going to do the little over a year review of having this in the home. And this unit was in my friend and my cameraman behind the camera. You'll see him here in a minute, Reed. And Reed's going to join me here in a second to talk about this unit and see what he likes and what he doesn't like about it. And then when he's done, we'll talk about some stuff that I've found with this unit on the service side over the last year. And so if you're still interested in getting this unit, you'll be better armed with the information you'll need. So if you're watching this video, you want to see test results of kind of how it was initially when we first got it, refer to our other video with Tyler. And Tyler did that video before I did the teardown video. So you can check that out earlier too. But let's get into this unit right here. So come on in, Reed.
I've had this unit for over a year now. I've ran over 100 loads with it, cleaned it several times, meaning I ran the cleaning cycle. It's in my closet. I love having it in there. But after having it for this long, I've learned some things about it. And I've learned that other people on the internet either really love this thing or really hate it.
Okay, so what do you really like about this machine?
Personally, I like that it can be in my closet and I don't need a vent. Even more than having to switch the laundry. That's my second favorite thing of not having to switch from a washer to a dryer. It just rolls over. The third thing would be that I don't have to ever put detergent in it. I loaded both the reservoirs up one time and I haven't had to change it in probably 90 loads and it's still going. However, I am gonna say for those of you who are interested right up front, if I recommend this thing or not, I'm gonna say I don't. And that's just because the horror stories that I've seen online, which we'll talk about, some of the videos that I've seen, I just think for most people, go with a traditional. We still have our traditional set. Really, the only people I would recommend this to is if you're single, you don't have a lot of laundry to do, you don't have pets, or if you do have pets, they don't shed, and you don't mind the maintenance, because it does take way more maintenance than any other traditional laundry set does.
So what are your biggest takeaways from this? The things you absolutely dislike the most?
Dislike the most is the maintenance. It's every 30 loads, you gotta do more in-depth maintenance. Every single load, you gotta make sure you're clearing the lint filter. And even then, I've noticed that the dry times have extended way past what they used to be. For me personally, I don't mind the dry time because I'm the only one using it. My wife uses our traditional set because she hates this thing. One question I have for you, Blake, what do you think has contributed to the longer dry times? When we did our teardown video, I asked you if having it in our closet next to our shower, I asked you if the humidity would be a concern for damaging parts, electronics. I remember your answer was it may just contribute to its ability to perform, or if it's more the lint buildup that's causing that. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, the biggest issue that I've seen with this and this contribute to long dry times is this thing right here, this lint filter. This lint filter has been almost the bane of my existence with this machine. And now this is not just with LG's machine. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. GE, I'm talking to you too. This is their problem. It is a fine mesh, and this is what they're putting in everything now, and I get this. Plus, I'm gonna tell you, the new ones have this new little filter that's inside that protects down in your condenser and your evaporator down there, and you have this nice little filter. But again, this one's really fine mesh. These get clogged, and they get clogged so easy, especially if you have lots of animals, pets, everything else. They get this clogged, and it gets clogged back in this evaporator area and the condenser area, and it is dry time nightmares for this machine. Yes, it does wash and it dries, and it's great for that thing. But if you're expecting it to do the job of a traditional washer and dryer, it's never gonna meet or exceed what you may want with this.
I've also recorded my last 3 wash cycles and how long they took. One of them was towels, and let me just tell you how long each load took. So the first load I did was 10 pounds of laundry, which is the typical limit that they suggest for these units. It ended up taking 3 hours to wash and dry, an estimated 2 hours. The second load I tested was towels. It was about 5 towels, and 2 of them were larger towels, beach towels. The thing with this load is, like I said in previous videos, if you don't select AI wash and dry or just wash and dry, all the other settings don't default to dry after. So when I selected the towel setting, it didn't default to dry. I forgot to select it and it only did the wash. So the wash for those towels took 47 minutes. Then I had to come back and set it to dry. It estimated estimated an hour and 37 minutes, and it actually took 3 hours and 20 minutes. The total time of that whole wash and dry was 4 hours. And then the third load that I did was a quick wash, which estimated 2 hours, 1 minute, and it actually took 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Basically, what you're saying and what you're saying to everybody, don't expect quick results for this. It works, but don't expect to come home quickly and wash stuff and move on with your day. If you have all the time in the world and you have nothing else better to do to sit back and read a book, and you've got plenty of laundry, this would be great because you could throw it in and just forget about it. But if you're expecting it to be done quickly and move on with your life quickly, you're a busy person, it's still going to take a long time.
So one of the biggest things I've noticed as I've been doing the maintenance on this is the clean out the drain pump. If you check it anytime before your 30 loads, usually it's empty. After you run the cleaning cycle, it basically completely fills up. I don't know why it does that. Obviously, it's doing a good job of cleaning itself out, but you have to clean the drain trap after you do the cleaning cycle. You just have to. Otherwise, you're gonna run into this.
Oh no! Oh no!
And this is footage that we got of someone we know that had this unit and it flooded their entire room. I'm assuming that they didn't clear out the drain trap after they ran a cleaning cycle. She cleaned out the drain trap, but I'm assuming that she did that after it flooded, and it looks just like mine did when I took footage of it on our last review. When mine clogged, I didn't flood, luckily, but the unit did kick me an error that it couldn't drain.
The reason for the cleaning cycle they recommend you do it about every 60 wash loads or so is because you have a concentration of dirt and water that kind of gets built up in between the two drums, and we're trying to get that out. Now, if it is getting quite a sludge, and it's going to be a different type of sludge than a normal wash machine would have, strictly because it's drying it. It's not like it's staying wet, it's being dried and being caked on. It allows it to build up more than it should.
From the footage I've seen, it's lint that's getting trapped in that drain trap, and in my case, lots of dog hair.
Now, as far as the flooding part of it, I'll be straight up honest with you, I didn't see it. I wasn't the one that came out and looked at it, so I can't really say one way or the other this caused a flood. But if it being clogged like that, yes, it can cause problems with the machine. It's very possible that she didn't, once they took that drain catch out and put it back in, they didn't put it back in all the way or properly. That's also a possibility. But why it flooded, again, I can't give you an honest answer on that, but this is just my speculation on possibly what could have happened, because I'm not having too many flooding issues with these. I'm not, as far as the service side going out these, I'm not having problems with people saying they're flooding. I'm just having more people complaining about dryability.
If you go against my recommendation and you end up getting this, read the user manual, because that'll be the only way that you prevent yourself from having major issues, and even then, there's no guarantee.
If you do get this machine or the GE machine or the Samsung machine, definitely download the app. Make sure you get this on the internet. Make sure you use your application. Your app will have all your user guide. It'll give you all your maintenance reminders when you should be doing stuff. It'll give you all this information, so you don't have to remember in your brain that, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that and I didn't do this, and now it's too late and now you've caused yourself some problems. So definitely download the app, utilize the app. It is a great tool for these products.
That's all for me. I'm leaving now.
Okay. So in review of this machine is, this machine has been a good machine as far as not breaking down. It has been a great machine, other than it doesn't dry terribly well. If you're really not into maintenance and you're really not thorough enough to remember this stuff or to use the app to remember this stuff, this may not be the machine for you. If you have a big family, I'm gonna tell you straight up, love you LG, this machine is not for you. This is a great machine for like a casita, maybe a little vacation house, so you're just gonna throw laundry in every now and then, but this is not for everyday use. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping to give you some insights if you are actually looking at this video. Check out our other videos where we've done the teardown and stuff. It may give you some more information if you're still interested in getting these units. If you have any questions or any comments, please put them below. I'll be happy to answer them for you, and we'll see you again next time.